Netflix and you don't know what to watch.
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Trettler.
This is The Best Pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Trettler. Welcome to the show.
So, I did want to mention a couple of current event things that are going on. Ford versus Ferrari, #1 at the box office, $31 million.
Yeah, I read real good reviews on it.
Got A+ on CineScore, or CinemaScore, whatever it's called. That's obviously as high as you can get. But 31 was like exceeding even the highest expectations of Warner Brothers had. I think they had between 25 and 28. To get 31 is pretty good. Charlie's Angels tanked.
Did it?
8.3. And that was well below their lowest expectations. So
Well, they were taking chances trying to redo that again anyway.
the first two that they did like in the early 2000s were terrible. It's just I don't know. I mean, I guess what was it, a 70s TV show?
Right.
And it was somewhat popular, but I mean, the movies were terrible, and the cast they put in this, and it just, I don't know, it's awful. Well, I haven't seen it, but I mean, it seems awful. But Joker became the first R-rated movie of all time internationally to make $1 billion.
Wow.
Isn't that insane? Of all time, ever. It doesn't seem like, you would have thought it would have happened before. You know, with something R-rated. I mean, one of the Matrix movies, Passion of the Christ, possibly, something,
Yeah.
But Joker was the first one. It just passed $1 billion on Sunday.
Wow. And we saw it again last Monday night.
We did. Great movie. Absolutely great movie.
What'd you think? Did it change anything for you?
It's not that, and like I said before, it's not that I didn't like it. I still think The Dark Knight is better. And that's what I'm like putting it up against.
Yeah.
And I mean, what do you think? What movie did you like better? And I'm not saying that Heath Ledger was better than Joaquin Phoenix.
Right.
Because it's two different, I mean, The Dark Knight is Batman and Joker, whereas Joker is just the Joker.
I gotta say, I mean, I like Dark Knight better, but also, it was an action movie. It had car chases and things.
Right.
Which normally I don't like, but I really liked it.
See, I do. And Joker didn't really have much of that.
No.
Joker was more of a like drama.
Right. And one of the things that I saw about it is, and I said this after we saw it the first time, is I questioned what was reality and what was fantasy.
Right.
And after watching it the second time, I was like, wow, now I really am not sure.
I know, exactly. It's like I still don't know what just happened.
I was even less sure the second time around. So that makes it. But what does that say about it? It was an interesting movie. It definitely is. It definitely was good. And Joaquin Phoenix's performance certainly makes it worth watching.
I guess I didn't notice as much the first time as I did the second time how much weight he lost. I mean, it's almost scary.
Yeah.
Like borderline, like not healthy. Because, I mean, you could see like the bones in his back. It was, I mean, he must have lost, 50, 60 pounds maybe? I mean, he's not a huge guy, but I mean, he was so thin in that movie.
Yeah.
But he was. I mean, we've talked about it before where Adam Driver is supposedly the hands-down favorite for Marriage Story, but Joaquin Phoenix obviously is going to be nominated for Best Actor.
Right.
And
well, Adam Driver had a new movie open up. I think it opened up this week, called the. I think it was called The Torture Report, but they scratched out torture, so it's just called
that's based on a true story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he got good reviews for that too. I think that movie was pretty highly reviewed as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think it got like a wide release. I think it was just like a limited release. So, you know, not many people hear about it, but I definitely saw that on IMDb, and I think it did get a pretty good rating. We are going to do names from a hat. We haven't done it for a while. We always have a good time whenever we do names from a hat.
So I get to go first?
If you want to go first, have at
All
it.
right, I'm going to reach in. Hopefully I don't grab... Well, I could grab some of my own because they were interesting enough that I just... Oh, no,
I opened mine up because I was crinkling them too small, and it takes forever to open them, so...
All right. Morgan Freeman.
This was one that Colin mentioned.
Wow, so we got to pick like my favorite. Well, I just watched, relatively recently, I watched Shawshank Redemption.
Which is number one on IMDb, which I still think we both don't understand why. Good movie, but I don't think it's the number one movie of all time.
It's a great Morgan Freeman movie.
It is. I mean, when I think of Morgan Freeman as far as performance goes, I always go back to Lean On Me. He just absolutely owns that movie.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter who else is in that movie, it's his. You know, Shawshank Redemption, you have the guy that plays the pedophile molester or whatever, and then you have Tim Robbins' character, you have a couple of the other guys in the group. You know, but Lean On Me, it's like, it's Morgan Freeman from start to finish. And he didn't get nominated for an Oscar, but he did get nominated the same year for Driving Miss Daisy.
Interesting.
Well, how is he better in that than in Lean On Me? You know, I mean, you've seen Lean On Me, right? I mean, I think we had our 80s discussion on the best movies of the 80s. It's got to be in my top 5, without question. I mean, it's a powerful performance and just a great movie. You know, I mean, just the turnaround that he has from the beginning to the end of the film is just amazing. But you also liked, I think you liked $1 Million Baby a lot more than I did.
Oh, yeah, I liked it a lot.
I didn't care for it at all. You know, I mean,
One of a couple that he did with Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood, yeah, right. He did Unforgiven as well. But I didn't think Hilary Swank was all that great, and I didn't predict. I mean, Morgan Freeman's, to me, he's not really in that movie that long. You know, what's he in, like 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, I know that the Academy is giving awards to people for less time in a movie, but I don't know. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah.
But it's highly rated, and you liked it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I
I like most of Clint Eastwood's movies that he directed. I would go see, you know, even if it isn't rated the highest, I would go see it anyway, any of his movies. I think he's that good as a director.
Well, we talked about The Mule, and neither one of us have seen that.
No, not yet.
I know. I'm going to get it on Netflix. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to bring it in so you can watch it. Because, I mean, it's Clint Eastwood, Bradley Cooper. It sounds like a pretty good story. You know, it's just something that... You're right. I mean, he's a good enough director that I want to watch whatever he does.
Right.
He has something coming out relatively soon.
He did one that was based on a true story, and he cast the guys from the event. I guess they were on a train. They were American servicemen on a train in France. And I guess a terrorist gets on with a gun, and these 3 guys save all the people in the train. And he cast the actual guys in the movie, which was pretty interesting.
That is pretty interesting.
Because how many times has that happened?
Probably not a lot.
And you're right. Didn't he just release a movie about the? I want to say it was the guy.
Something to Paris, like the 17.
That's
to Paris.
that's the one about the guys on the train. But I thought he did one about a plane. Was it about? No, Sully wasn't him, was it? Did he direct that movie?
Oh, he did. Oh, the one he just did was Richard Jewell.
Oh, Richard.
About
Jewell.
the 96 Atlanta bombings.
Right.
That's coming out, I think, on Christmas. The 15-17 to Paris is the one you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He did do Sully, American Sniper. I mean, he's done a lot of... J. Edgar I haven't seen. I still haven't seen American Sniper, to be honest with you. I don't know why we're talking about Clint Eastwood when we're talking about Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
We
Because
always
Morgan
do
Freeman
this.
was in a couple of his
Yeah,
movies.
well, he was, but the other thing too that I did want to mention now that we're already on Clint Eastwood is he did the brother sister film, so to speak, of Flags of Our Fathers and Letters to Iwo Jima. Or
Was Morgan Freeman in that?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I saw Flags of Our Fathers and I read the book. I didn't really care for the movie, but he was actually nominated for Best Director for Letters from Iwo Jima. And I didn't know if he'd seen it or not because I haven't seen it.
I think I saw one of them. I saw one of those 2 movies. I don't think I saw the other one.
Well, I didn't think Flags of Our Father was that great. Mystic River, I love though.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite Clint Eastwood directed movie.
Yeah, we were just talking about that today.
Yeah.
Dennis Lehane
Yes.
wrote the book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. What'd you think of that?
Didn't see it.
It's not bad. I haven't. I'll bring it in so you can watch it. It's got a good cast. It's too long, and it's, I don't know, kind of weird. I saw it when it came out in the movie theater because it was a Clint Eastwood movie, and I like John Cusack, and Kevin Spacey was really big at the time.
Right.
And there's just, I think every actor in that movie was miscast,
Oh.
or it was just bad acting altogether.
Wow.
Because it's.
I remember it got panned, which is probably one of the reasons I haven't seen it.
I bet it's under a 6. It got a 6.6.
That's pretty good.
That's surprising because it was not that good.
That's more than watchable.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to watch it now. All right, so I'm going in. I think this one's this one's yours.
I like that movie that Morgan Freeman made with Jack Nicholson, the Bucket List.
That was good. I haven't seen that in a long time, but it was. I mean, obviously, you know what's gonna happen at the end, but it was a fun movie. You know, because they're just like, you know, we know we're going out, so let's go out with style. You know?
And then the other one Morgan Freeman did with Alan Arkin and Michael Caine.
I haven't seen that.
Where they're all old guys and they conspire to rob a bank.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That was entertaining.
That's a good cast.
Yeah.
That's a really good cast.
Just because of the cast, it's entertaining.
I think we have a picture of it right up there. Colin,
there we are.
There it is. All right, so before I get on to the next one, who do you like the best of those 3 actors?
Ooh.
That's tough.
It is tough.
That's tough. I mean, they all have Oscars. They're all really supporting characters. They all have Oscars for supporting actor. None of them has won an Oscar for a lead. And they don't really play the lead much. But that's a talented crew right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to give it to Alan Arkin based on Little Miss Sunshine. I just love that character so much. One of my favorite characters of all time.
I don't know. I like Morgan Freeman. Any movie that's got Morgan Freeman already adds quality to it by having him in it.
I almost feel the same way about all of them, though, because it's like anything Michael Caine, he's going to entertain me. Whether it's a drama, he's great as like a sleazy comedic actor. I think we've talked about it, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. He's just, him and Steve Martin are so perfect in that. But yeah, you can't go wrong with any of them. I think they're all great actors.
Oh.
Richard Linklater.
Director. He was my director that I threw in.
He did the one with a kid. Boyhood, right?
Exactly.Id you see it?
I haven't. I don't think I've seen anything he's done, actually.
I remember when Boyhood came out, what happened was they shot the movie over the course of a long time.
Of the kid's lifetime, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same kid.
Right.
That's played.
And you actually see him growing up through the film.
Yeah.
Which is like unheard of.
So I think a lot of people thought it was gimmicky, that was kind of a gimmick to do as a movie. But I thought it was really interesting. And I remember it got a 7.9 on IMDb. So I think it's the highest rated movie by Richard Linklater.
Did it win Best Picture?
Ooh, I don't think so.
I want to say it lost to Birdman.
Yeah.
And he didn't win Best Director either then because...
No, because Inarritu.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his
Roberto
name.
Inarritu.
But he won Best Director. He's been nominated for 5 Oscars.
Yeah, he did some good stuff. He did stuff that now still haven't seen this movie. Dazed and Confused. So I've seen parts of Dazed and Confused.
You haven't seen Dazed and Confused? You do
No.
a movie review show and you haven't seen Dazed
I
and
know.
Colin, have you seen Dazed and Confused? Of course not, because you're a loser.
It got a 7.6 on IMDb.
It is Colin's
Everybody
fucking
loves
off.
it.
Oh my god, it's done. That is like the ultimate cult classic movie of like all time.
Need to see it.
I mean, have you ever heard Matthew McConaughey say, all right, all right, all right? That's where it came from. And that his character, he's such a great stoner in that movie. Ben Affleck plays the guy that nobody likes. I mean, it's such a... I'm bringing that in. You have to watch it.
If you got it, I want to see it. Yeah.
Definitely own it. I've probably seen that movie 50 times. It's an absolute... I can't believe I forgot he directed that. It's an American classic. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was one of his first movies that he did. He also did you see any of these? It was a trilogy. Before Sunrise.
I was just looking at it. No, I haven't seen any of them.
I saw the first one, Before Sunrise. I don't know if I saw the middle one, and I certainly didn't see the last one. But that takes place over the course of time, because the first one, if you look at it, right, because you're looking at IMDb,
yeah, I'm just
took place in what, the late 90s?
Yeah, it was Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, right?
Yeah. And then maybe 5 years later they made the other one, and then maybe 5 years later they made the third one. So it's kind of like along the same lines of Boyhood, where it takes place over the course of time.
Yeah, so
I really should watch all 3 of them.
Before Sunrise was 95, Before Sunset was 2004, so like 9 years apart. And then Before Midnight was 2013, so another 9 years. So
wow,
they're spread apart. I don't know. I think that was actually a pretty well-reviewed movie, the first one.
I think all of them did. All
Did
of them
they?
did pretty well. Maybe they are higher than Boyhood. Boyhood I put at 7.9, but they might be rated a little bit higher.
Well, he did School of Rock, which you lent me, which I still haven't watched because I don't like Jack Black, and I don't know why. I just haven't brought myself to watch
Well, that's
it.
a fun movie.
Colin liked it.
That's so fun that they made a musical out of it. So now people are performing in it. His last movie here, Where'd You Go, Bernadette? That didn't get reviewed so well. That's with oh man, I can't think what her name is. Shoot. So I need like a Monster energy drink before I come in here on Mondays.
Hold on a second, I got it coming. But he did the Newton Boys. Have you seen that?
No.
That's a pretty good movie. That's Matthew McConaughey, Ethan Hawke. So he kind of uses some of the same actors, Skeet Ulrich and Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh wow.
It's actually based on a true story.
Good cast.
Billy Crudup, Kate Blanchett, Megan Mullally.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett. That's who I was thinking of.
Got a 6.6.
Huh.
So that's watchable.
I think it came from a book, and I don't know. It didn't seem to get reviewed too well. Didn't do too well at the box office when it came out, and I was looking forward to it. Let's see what else is on here. There's this movie Bernie that he did with Matthew McConaughey and Jack Black.
Really?
Jack Black is a mortician.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it sounded interesting. I was like,
It does
I'd
sound
like
kind
to
of
see
interesting.
that.
I want to click on that and see what that got. Me and Orson Welles is a movie he did.
Yeah,
6.8 for Bernie.
6.8,
So,
pretty
I
good.
think we're gonna have to check that one out.
Did you see? I think I lent this to you. Scanner Darkly. Scanner
Yeah.
Darkly.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
was
like
pretty
Woody
neat.
Harrelson, Robert Downey Jr., Keanu Reeves, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, that was a good movie.
So he's experimented with that. He's experimented with a little bit of that animation because he also did a movie called Waking Life, which I haven't seen, but it's supposed to be in that same vein with a Scanner Darkly, kind of like, animation over live action type of
Right.
thing. And it was supposed to be kind of cutting edge at the time when it came out. So this is a director that likes to take some chances.
Yeah. I mean, and by the looks of things, he hits more than misses. I mean, you're getting 6.6, 6.8. You said 7.9 from Boyhead, 7.6 for.
I kind of went
Days
through
and
lightly,
Days.
and
I mean-
most of the movies were rated, I don't know, somewhere between, 6.5 and 7. Almost all his movies.
That's
So
impressive.
he didn't have anything low.
No, he didn't have a miss, really.
Yeah, even like we said, like that. Where'd You Go, Bernadette? If that's a miss at 6.6, that's a pretty admirable miss.
I'll take it. you know.
Yeah. So I think he's an interesting director. I just wanted to pick somebody who I thought was, still making movies.
Indifferent, someone I never would have thought to throw in there. I seriously just did actors. I was thinking, I tried getting Alex to give me a director, and
It's a little bit harder because some of the directors I was looking at, I'm like, well, we've already done all these guys.
it is. It's difficult. I mean, we've done Fincher, we've done Scorsese, we've done Stone.
Right.
You know, I mean, can only kick a dead horse so long.
I just happened to see Boyhood was the one that made me think,
Mm-hmm.
hey, let's pick him because he hasn't had anything. All right, so let's see.
Like I
Is
said,
that
I opened
right?
mine because I crinkled them up. So. you'll be able
Oh,
to-
okay. So you didn't pick
'Cause,
any
well,
actresses.
No.
All right, so I picked the actress. Angelina Jolie.
Good actress. Actually, it's funny because I just went to the pet store where they have the used DVDs and stuff, and they had Girl Interrupted for $1.
Oh.
And I was like, I haven't seen it. I want to watch it, and it's actually sitting on my DVD player right now. I just got it a couple days ago. But she won her only Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. And it's funny because more known than that is the fact that she kissed her, like, kind of made out with her brother when she won the award, and it was, like, so creepy. And that's what she was remembered for when she won her Oscar, was, like, making out with her brother and stuff.
I'll have to check it out because I don't remember really seeing it.
It was
I've heard
creepy.
about it, but
It was creepy.
I haven't really seen it.
It's just,
myself.
I know.
It's kind of like the guy in the football game last Thursday that hit the other guy over the head with a football helmet. You got to see it. I mean, you can't just hear about it. I heard about it, and then it's like, I got to look
I
at
was
this.
talking to a couple of my coworkers about it, and I was like, I can't explain it. You have to see it. Because it's just, it's terrible to laugh at, but it's like he literally yanks the guy's helmet off and then smacked him in the head with his own helmet. It's just wrong.
It is. I mean, it's bad.
I
You know?
couldn't help but laugh, but it's like he could have seriously hurt this guy.
Yeah, but as a sports fan, right? And he said about, I read like a little headline. The guy's been like suspended. He's not supposed to play anymore for the rest of the season. And I don't know if he had previous incidents before this, but he goes, "Yeah, I lost my cool." And I was like,
He was like, no, he was so nonchalant about it, like it wasn't a big deal. Like, dude, that's like assault. You just attack someone with a freak. I mean, it
wasn't really. But see, I looked at it and I was like,
it's a weapon, though.
it's not premeditated. He just was like, he lost his cool. He went bananas. It's a football game.
Is it okay to hit someone in the head with a helmet, though?
No, it's not okay, but it's like, it happened in the course of stuff.
He should be suspended for the rest of
If
the
he
year.
took a helmet and he ran across from the sideline and whacked the guy in the head, it would
I
have
mean,
been
he
different.
hit him pretty hard, though.
He was mad. He was
That doesn't make it okay.
I know.
He hit the guy in the head with a helmet.
But it's a football, man.
It's like someone hitting someone in the head with a freaking hammer.
I can't believe
How
I'm
is
like
it
defending
okay?
him. You know what was not okay? I did not like the offensive line.
Oh, that dropped
coming
the quarterback
up behind
after.
the quarterback and pushing him. I thought that guy should be beheaded.
The helmetless quarterback who's just standing there trying to figure out what just happened, and he got dropped by the big fat offensive lineman or defensive lineman.
I hope somebody like murders that guy. And I don't mean murder. I don't mean murder like murder.
Beat the crap out of him really bad and throw him in a ditch.
I want to see him get demolished on the football field for that.
You know, I will say, and one of my coworkers that I spoke with the next day after it happened, he said the same thing. He's like, that was worse than actually hitting him in the head with the helmet. The guy's just standing there, not doing anything, not causing problems for anyone, and he just runs up to him. I mean, the guy's got 100 pounds on him. And he just runs up and just drops him.
Yeah.
That's like, you're a coward. I don't know what your name is, but you're a coward.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't see the name on the back of the guy's jersey.
Who cares? You're a nobody. You're a
he should be
dirtbag.
suspended.
He did get suspended, but you know what? You should be suspended for as long as your helmet swinging buddy.
Yeah, I mean, the helmet guy, I kind of like, you know, he lost his cool, and I've lost my cool. I remember I tackled somebody on the basketball court.
But you
one
can't
time.
hit someone in the head with a helmet. You just can't.
I know.
It's not okay. I mean, it just...
Don't do it, kids.
No. And no. But the thing is, some peewee kid's going to see that and think it's okay and socially acceptable, and they're going to do it, and they'll be like, hey, I'm going to be famous.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, the worst part about it was a nationally televised game. If it wasn't something that, you know, if it was just a regular Cleveland-Pittsburgh game, that's probably not going to be on TV because nobody cares. But it's the Thursday night game, it's nationally televised. I guarantee in 2 weeks, that game's going to be nationally televised again. I don't know if you noticed or not, but at the end of that game, the Steelers just sat on it on 4th down, and there was 5 seconds left. So they had to bring all the players back out onto the field. Freddie Kitchens did not let Baker Mayfield go out on the field. So what's going to happen? Is there going to be retribution? I mean, is Baker Mayfield even going to play against Pittsburgh?
Do they play again?
They play in 2 weeks.
Oh, how exciting.
That's what I mean. I guarantee that's nationally televised.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter because everyone's going to want to see what happens. Especially if they're two teams that are still in the hunt, because that essentially kept Cleveland in it for right now. And they're only one game behind Pittsburgh, so that game in 2 weeks is going to be a very important game. I don't know.
I'm going to want to watch it, man.
Everybody's going to want to watch it. It's going to be the number one watch game of the year because it's going to be like, okay, who's going to get hurt? You know someone's going to get ejected.
And how interesting that, you know, Cleveland would be in a game. I mean, after years and years, Cleveland is now in a game that everybody
The most
wants
talked
to see.
about game in who knows how long.
Yeah.
Obviously outside of Super Bowls, but I mean it's just insane. But anyway, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, what's your favorite Angelina Jolie? I mean, she played the Tomb Raider, Laura Croft, which is kind of. I think she did good. I mean, I was kind of a fan of Laura Croft to begin with, so she kind of.
I don't know if she did good or not, but she looked good.
Yeah, she looked great. Like
No.
she was an action. I mean, she's like a female action hero.
No, she is
kind of cool.
She is, yeah. And they did the sequel, The Cradle of Life, which they were both good movies. I'm into that kind of movie, you know, like the National Treasure movies, stuff like that, you know.
She did a movie by herself. The The Changeling, because it was a movie.
I haven't seen
There was
that.
already a movie called The Changeling with George C. Scott, and it's kind of a I'm gonna say horror movie, scary movie.
Did she direct that?
And she directed it.
that's
Yeah,
what
it
I
had
thought.
something to do with. And I didn't see the movie. Did you?
I haven't.
I think what happened is her child gets abducted, and then when it gets returned, it's a different kid.
Right.
I think that's the story.
I
It
do
sounds
remember
really
that.
interesting.
So we're gonna have to save Angelina Jolie because we didn't talk about her much, but we're out of time.
We're out of time.
We
already.
are. We ran on and on about stupid stuff all the
Give
time.
us another
But
half an hour.
But it's a lot of fun. So this was our episode of the Best Pictures this week. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler. These are the ones
You
you
don't
don't
wanna
want to
miss.
miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room.
Here's Johnny. Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.